When Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green came out to the Switch, I knew I wanted a shiny starter. Little did I know how long this would take, and I wanted to get it before Pokemon Pokopia came out. Every day I would try hundreds of times, hours a day, to no avail. But before I knew it, it was the day before launch. And after 7 hours that day of resetting, it finally happened. Over 30 hours and nearly 3,000 tries, in the nick of time, I finally had my shiny Charmander. And with that done, I was finally free from the purgatory that is Professor Oak's lab. And now that I got that shiny Charmander, I can finally play a different game. It all started the day before launch at 9 p.m. at a Walmart, where all good adventures start. Gamestop wasn't doing a late night launch, but I wanted it now! But sometimes at Walmart, they'll have the game a day before release around 9 p.m. or so. There was a spot on the shelf, so I thought, oh, they're just getting the copies. I'll just wait here for a minute. After waiting for a little while, I decided to ask the Walmart employee, and they said that they would go take a look. I could see the game. The employee had it in his hands. It was so close. I knew it wouldn't be that easy. The employee set down the game and made their way back to my direction. They said they couldn't sell it till tomorrow. And they told me another thing, which will be relevant. They told me if it's not on the shelf tomorrow, I can always just ask an employee to grab it for me. Makes sense. I want to get it from Walmart because my GameStop is open until like 11 and my Walmart's like open like at 6 a.m. or something. If I wait until 11, that's like half the day without Pokemon. So I had to leave the Walmart empty-handed and rest for the journey ahead. The next day I woke up, I immediately started getting ready for my trip to Walmart. I got in my car and I was finally going to play Pokemon Pokopia. If only it was that easy. You might be asking yourself, why just get digitally? Why not just ignore all this inconvenience, all this trouble? Does it look like I have a problem with plastic? Anyways, I finally made it to Walmart, and of course, the shelf was empty. I did what the Walmart employee told me to do, and I asked someone else if they could grab it for me. I was probably staying on the Nintendo case for, let's say, about 10 minutes or so, until they finally came back and told me they lost them. They lost them. All the copies I could literally see in front of me that night, gone. All of them. The employee checked the front, the place where I saw them last night. They weren't there. They were just gone. Not in the back, not in the front. Gone. They somehow lost the copies of the game that came out that day. They had them last night. I knew they were lost, in fact, because when I came there a couple days later, the employee told me somebody else found them. They didn't sell out or anything. They just weren't there. They were missing. It's weird. I never heard of that happening. I mean, of course it can happen, but like, how often does that happen? Anyway, after she told me they were lost, I checked my phone to see what hours Best Buy opened. I think they opened before GameStop, so there was still a chance it was at 10 a.m. An hour before GameStop opened. That's like a little bit early still, so I made my way towards Best Buy. I decided to get some bare minimum popcorn chicken from the Walmart deli and went on my way. I was about to face the scariest thing of all, social confrontation. The man outside the door was asking people to sign things, and I fell for the trap. Not because I wanted to, but I made eye contact and that's basically it. They always find a way to trap you. He was very nice, don't get me wrong, but like, nobody wants to stop in their tracks to sign things. But like I said, as soon as I made eye contact, it was over. I was stuck there for 10 to 15 minutes because I have the courage to keep walking. Again, he was a very nice guy, but I was on a journey. I needed to play Pokemon Pokopia. After I nearly escaped, I made it back to my car. The Best Buy opened in less than 10 minutes. I did wake up. I didn't get up at 6 a.m. for Walmart because I'm tired and they wanted my sleep. So I didn't get to Walmart until like 9 or so. I finally arrived to Best Buy and my Walmart popcorn chicken was finished. I was ready to play Pokemon Pokopia. I have been ready. I entered the Best Buy and immediately went towards the Nintendo Switch 2 section and searched for the game. It was nowhere to be seen, so I went to the front and asked an employee where it was. I got the answer. They sold out. Maybe if I didn't get stopped by the man, I could have made it to Best Buy in time. But there's no use worrying about that now. I had to figure out how to get a physical copy of Pokemon Pokopia. I had to go to GameStop, the thing I was trying to avoid. At least now they open in less than an hour, and I've already wasted half the day at this point. The thing I was trying to avoid, but nonetheless, I had to accept it. I actually like GameStop, but it's kind of far from my house, and it opens later, so I was trying to avoid it as much as I could. But another trial awaited me before I went to GameStop. The popcorn chicken wanted out. It needed out! So I had to do what nobody wants to do. I'd take a shit at Best Buy. If taking a shit at Best Buy doesn't spell adventure, I don't know what does. After struggling with the paper toilet seat covers, I was finally able to begin the turmoil that is shitting at Best Buy. It actually wasn't that bad, but nobody wants to shit at Best Buy. Anyways, my time at Best Buy was finally finished. I was able to go to GameStop. I finally arrived at the GameStop parking lot, But the problem was it opened for 20 to 30 minutes and I was thirsty. So I spent the rest of the time trying to find a place that had a drink that wasn't $9 and was open. And then it finally happened. GameStop opened. And I was finally able to acquire the game I've been craving for so long. The game that made this entire adventure worth it. Pokemon Pokopia was finally mine. So I rushed home to play the game for 6 hours straight. No joke, I don't remember doing anything else. I don't remember going to the bathroom, but I mean, I had to, right? I mean, did I? I don't think so. It's such a good game with so much to do. If you like Pokemon and like cozy life sim games, you're gonna love this. This is a must-have. But that's it. That's my adventure of acquiring Pokemon Pokopia, and I'll do it all again for another piece of plastic. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Ah, digital copy!